Pack my nerds. Let's go, baby. Yo, turn up, y'all. Hey, we back at it again. Yo, interview 7. We're about to turn up. I am very honored to have the time and the opportunity to talk to Mr. Jason Reeves. I understand he's a very busy man. He's a very talented man. Yo, shouts out to 133 Art. Shouts out to Jason Reeves. Shouts out to all the monster artists that work with him. We're going to get him on here in 2 seconds. And we'll get to talk to Mr. Jason Reeves for a little bit. And get to learn a little bit about who he is and what he stands for with the comic community. I understand he's been doing comics for a long time, and just for to see him make it to where he is now, it's a really huge thing. I'm a really huge fan of his. I love his work, and I think Mr. Jason Reeves is very talented, and I just can't wait to get to talk to him for a second and learn a little more about 133 Arts and just like all the things that they have going on with that community. We're gonna get him on here in quick little second. We'll get him on here in 2 seconds. Y'all give me a moment. Bear with me. We're having some technical difficulties, but listen, we're about to rock out. Okay, we're gonna rock out. And shouts out to Mr. Greg Anderson. Thank you for that interview, man. That interview was awesome. Um, Trying to get a hold of me. Here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, now we rocking and rolling.
All right, back.
All right, we back. All right, let's get it. Let's get it, man.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. My phone is tripping for some reason. It won't update right now. I don't know what the deal is.
It's all
My
good.
fault.
It's all good. All right. So, let's get into it. How long have you been doing
All
comics,
right.
Jason?
Um, since 2006.
Wow, that's commitment.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I've been drawing all my life, but I've
mm,
been actually professionally doing comics since 2006.
mm. Would you rather draw comics or really do commission?
What? You say?
We good? I said, would you rather draw
Yeah.
comics or would you rather do commission?
Um, Comics. I rather
Comics.
draw comics.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean,
uh,
commissions
from
is cool.
from our previous conversation, I just admire what you were saying. There's so many different representations of like white characters and other characters, so it's really nice to be able to see black characters. And also, representation is very important. I was just talking to somebody about that. It's nice to see a black person, but if they don't act like you, I can't really relate to them. You know what I'm saying? And so now I can understand what you were saying. Hang on, we're gonna get it back on. I can understand what you were saying about wanting, a black character that's from where you're from. You're from New Orleans. I'm originally from Daytona Beach, Florida. People don't
Right.
really people that they have in movies don't really act like people that's from where I'm from. So yeah, I can appreciate seeing a
Right.
black person on TV, but if they don't act like me, I don't know how to feel about it. But okay, so we talked about Kid Carver, and you said that
Hmm.
you just pictured, two kids, with amazing talents going around, getting into stuff and figuring things out in their neighborhood. That was very unique to you because that was like your ideology of what you thought, or just, your experiences from, growing up as a kid. I could understand why you would have, certain ties to that. That was very interesting. And you also talked about Foo Fighter. I forget who was the man who was your man who gave you the inspiration to want to do something like Independence Day type of Pearl Harbor kind of thing. You
Oh,
discovered what was his name
Will
again?
Wilson and Will Wilson and Jason Stevens,
Okay,
formerly of Arch Enemy Entertainment.
okay. And you draw like for both of those comics, or all your comics essentially, right?
Most of them, yeah, most of them I do the artwork. And then some of them we contract out. we contract out to like friends and other independent, other freelancers and whatnot.
Hmm. Oh, Leonard had a question. He said, "Who are some of your influences?"
Jim Lee. I'm really I really like Brian Hitch's stuff. I used to be
Hmm.
heavy into Brian Hitch.
Hmm.
Um, who else do I like right now? Like I like LaShawn Thomas's cartoons and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, that dude Kim Jung Gi, who is making the rounds now, that dude
Yeah,
is crazy.
yeah.
Stuart Immonen.
Hang on, y'all. We're just having some technical difficulties today, guys. I don't understand. Hi,
Um,
Michael Kassinger.
Stu,
I'm listening.
Stuart Immonen, who used to do Ultimate Spider-Man. That's like my
Uh huh.
favorite artist, I think, of all time. My favorite comic book artist of all time. So those
Wow.
are some of my influences as far as like
Hmm.
drawing goes. Yeah.
Hmm.
As
All
far
right.
as writing goes, I like Alan
Hmm.
Moore. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorites is Warren Ellis. Like that's my man
Wow.
right there. Um,
Hmm.
Garth Ennis's run on the Punisher.
Hmm.
That's one of my favorite comics of like all time. So yeah.
Word. Okay, so let's talk about One Nation. Let's talk about One Nation. As soon as I get you back on, it's gonna be okay.
Keep going.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about One Nation. You said this is your baby.
Hmm.
You had this idea in your head since like 2006 that you wanted to do, and y'all just start, when 133 art got back on the road, you know what I'm saying, y'all start getting buzz. You want to just find something that you could really just, put yourself into. Why is this comic so special to you?
It's the first, and it is the one that contains like all of my ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Mhm.
know, you think about Reasonable Doubt, and when they
Yeah.
asked Jay Z about Reasonable Doubt, they say that
Mhm.
Reasonable Doubt was bubbling inside of him for most of his life up until that point in adulthood when he could like put that out and put that on wax, right? Well, that's the same thing
Mhm.
about One Nation. One Nation is the same thing. Like that's up until that point, I couldn't put all of those ideas on paper. And One Nation is the
Mhm.
accumulation of, me growing up and me, sort of entering into adulthood and me entering into being a professional uh, creator. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's why
Illustrator.
it's so special. Right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Creator, illustrator, publisher, all that. Um,
Mhm.
so that's why One Nation is so special, man. It's like, and that's why I kind of it's burning in me to like dig back into it because
Mhm.
it's the accumulation of me. Like it
Mhm.
encapsulates who I am as an artist and a writer. So yeah,
Who's your favorite character? Hero or villain? Who's your favorite character?
Paragon. Paragon,
Okay.
man. Paragon is my favorite character. Paragon is me if I went to the military. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that he's a sort of Superman analog, but he's more so me, you know?
Right. Word. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel so. Listen, I'm real big on this comic that we're about to talk about. I
Hmm.
saw it commission work on Instagram, Michael, forever ago.
Right.
I don't know, it was 2017, 2018, I don't know, 2016, something like that.
Uh,
Where there
18
was a
probably.
picture,
Yeah.
yeah, where there's a black woman in some futuristic clothes and a futuristic car behind her, and you saw like
Right.
Marty from from Back to the Future, and like it showed like the parallel like comparison, and I was like,
Right.
I want to watch the black people movie because that one look way better. But damn, what is that? And
Yeah.
I just got into like
That was Sean Hill working his magic on Retcon's Agent Noon. Yeah.
hmm
That's we wanted to do like a sort of homage to Back to the Future. And
hmm
I was like, yo, we got to use her. She has the car. Like in the story, she has
hmm
that car. And
hmm
she's like the suave kind of secret agent kind of character in there.
Mm.
And yeah, I wanted to throw her out there in Sean's in Sean's way of like really throwing down on a
Mm.
piece. So yeah,
Mm.
shout out to Sean.
Yeah.
He did the damn thing on that one.
Yeah, man. Yo, so like when I look at when I look at Rickon, it reminds me of Blade Runner. If you remember that movie with Harrison
Mm.
Ford, it kind of reminds me of that, like
Yeah,
that sci-fi
from
kind of
so long
feel.
ago, that Blade Runner movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah. Awesome. That movie was. Listen, I wish he would have did a second. Oh my God, I wish he would have did another one because Blade Runner was like low key a really good movie. Like it for what it
You know they
was.
got two, right? You know they
Yeah,
got
that one
two,
sucked
right?
though. That one
Yeah.
sucked though. That
Oh.
was no. I don't even want to talk about that movie like that. That movie sucked. So yeah, let's talk about Rick Khan. Give me the premise of
Oh,
that
look.
comic because it's sci-fi, and I like sci-fi.
Leonard looks like Leonard is asking my feelings on Comicsgate. So I'm gonna say
Yeah, go ahead,
Comicsgate,
go ahead.
concisely, Comicsgate, Nazis, peace. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel about it. Um,
Right,
uh, it's thinly veiled racism or thinly veiled sexism. You know what I'm saying? I
right,
ain't feeling Comicsgate. Um,
right.
so what were you asking me about Redcon? Because I don't want to spend time on no Comicsgate though at the same
Right. Like, listen, come on.
time.
I'm the one interviewing him, Leonard. You gotta get your own interview, buddy. I'm messing with him, man. You ask whatever kind of question you want, man. If you want to answer it, answer it.
Right.
Nah, no.
Right.
Just give me the gist of it all, like Rick Hahn, a summary,
Iswan,
basically.
what up? Apollo, what up? So Redcon is essentially the tagline for Redcon is um, break break the wait to save the future, break the past,
Mm.
right?
Right.
In this hellish future landscape of Redcon, the world is experiencing time ruptures, natural disasters,
Mm.
earthquakes, and all that stuff due to
Mm.
the harmful misuse of time travel. Well, the Redcon agency is
Wow.
created to jump back and forth through time to try to rectify that, right?
Mm.
You know, the term retcon, they started using it, I guess, around the 90s. I first heard it on like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And
Mm.
essentially, and they use it in comics a lot to mean
Mm.
when you go back and you change a character's past or whatever, you know, to serve
Mm.
the story or whatever. So that's essentially what this agency is doing. It's jumping back in the future, changing events to
Mm.
repair damage already done in the future in hopes, you know, in hopes that they'll repair it.
Right.
And the agency is filled with agents. They all have basically time designations for their names. And
Mm.
you'll find out later in the story why. Um,
Mm.
and they're jumping back. Like the first issue, we kill Hitler. Like, what's a bigger? That's a big time travel question people always ask. Like, what would you do if you could kill Hitler? Would you do it? You know, would you kill Hitler as a
Mm.
baby? So I was like, let's do it. Let's bring him back and see if that fixes
Uh,
anything.
uh,
So that's what it's
uh,
about.
question. Teach, I got my hand up.
uh,
Hey, shouts out to respect my nerd.
okay.
Shouts out to respect my nerd.
Right,
Got to get
right,
your shirts, man. Get
right,
your shirts
right.
online. Respect my nerd. Um, my grandma would probably went and saved Black Jesus. That's what my grandma would have done. My grandma would have got like some Uzis, some RPGs,
Some
and she
Uzis.
would have went and she would have went and saved Black Jesus. But I like grandma, you can't do that
Right.
because he died for your sins. Like you can't how you gonna do that?
Right.
You
Then
can't do that, grandma.
how you gonna fit? Then you won't be able to sin no more, Grandma.
You
What
won't
the?
be able to sin no more, grandma. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? My
Well,
grandma
we
heavy in the
thought
church.
was really we thought was really cool too is like in normal time travel stories, they're always saying, you know, when you go back, try not to do anything that will
Right,
affect the future. But in this
right.
story, like that's their mission to
Oh yeah.
break everything, so or
Oh yeah.
any specific targets, but to
Right,
break what they need to break to repair what they
right,
need to repair in the future,
right.
assuming that time is a circular construct.
Uh-huh. Hey man, like for real, I would have probably went back and saved Malcolm X. I would have saved Malcolm X and
Mm,
Martin Luther King.
right,
I would have
right.
probably I would have probably. It's a few people actually. Dr. Sabi, if you know who that is black
Hmm.
nutritionist. I like
Yeah,
so that'd
yeah.
be cool if y'all threw that in there. Jimi Hendrix maybe. Bob Marley. You know, but listen, don't get me started, man, because I go for days.
Right.
So
I mean, it'd be
130 for
cool to go back and pick these people's brains, right? Man, I love to talk to Bob Marley. Like if I could go back,
For
you
real, man.
know.
He was a cool dude. I love to talk
Oh
to him.
man,
I like to talk
they
to Dr. Sabi.
they go Greg Anderson. Greg Anderson,
Greg
one
Anderson.
person I ain't saving though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saving him though. We ain't going back and saving that dude.
No, it's Nana. I just interviewed him. I just interviewed Greg Friday. It's Nana. I love it's Nana. You're not gonna
Yeah,
save Greg. No, I need Greg.
I
At
ain't
least
saving
until at
Greg.
least listen. I need Greg at least
What
until
I would do,
volume three.
yo, what I would do is go back in time and hate on y'all interview is what I would do.
It was just Friday. It was 2 days ago. It's not that far
I
away.
would jump back in time 2 days and hate on that interview. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do.
Listen, Jason, hold on. I got some more questions for you,
uh,
Jason. So, you've actually
okay.
worked with Greg. You actually worked with Greg. You actually helped print um one of his issues, the John Henry It's Not a Thingy.
Yeah, we did. We did. I'm laughing at this dude commenting. We did. Yeah, he just did a Kickstarter for the Ballads of John Henry and Rawhead.
Mm-hmm.
It's Nana. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
it's Nana Volume 3 or Book 3,
Mm.
and we printed
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
How,
trying to
how,
work with Greg on some other stuff, but he found it, so it's hard to do whatever.
listen. Both of y'all were hard to get a hold of. Hey, yo, shouts out to my man Juan
Uh-huh.
Spinoza.
What's
Yeah,
up,
y'all
Juan?
know I speak a little bit. I speak a little bit of that Spanish. Yeah, shouts out to Apollo Swan. What's up?
Right,
So who,
right.
who else have you helped print for? Because I know you've helped Kid Comics. Shouts out my man Keaton Jones.
Let's get it straight though. I ain't helping them. They paying me to print these books. We
Right, right,
ain't
right,
helping them. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Nah. Part of 133 art. One wing, I guess you could say, of 133 art is
Uh huh.
133 art printing,
Uh
and
huh.
people contract us to print. Their floppy comic issues.
Mhm.
Um, I wanted to do that for the community.
Mhm.
When I was coming up, there weren't a lot of options. Especially a lot of affordable options for printing.
Right.
So when
Right.
I
Right.
when I when I got the capability to do it, because we've been printing our own materials since 2012, but when I got them,
Wow.
once I got that up and running, I wanted to offer it to the community.
Hmm.
You know.
See, thank you. Listen, thank you for your services, brother, because that essentially what I want to do with Respect My Nerds was open up a black owned comic book shop where
Thank you, Leonard.
you damn know I'm gonna have a lot of black artists,
Appreciate you.
and what we would essentially release our own like
Leonard
house
was,
comics.
not to interrupt, but Leonard was one of the first people that printed with us, by the way. Eternal thanks, Leonard.
What
You the
comics does
man.
he do? I got to get on my research. I got to add you. Leonard, add me. What comics does he do? What's the name of his content?
I, he does a comic called The Six Emperors, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Leonard?
Hmm. Oh, okay, Leonard, where you go? Come back. Don't leave me. Juan, what's up, Juan? What does Juan do? Juan does comics too.
Yeah.
Espinosa. Yo, y'all got to inbox me. Yeah, the Six Emperors. Yeah, y'all got to inbox me, man. We'll talk. We'll definitely talk. I'll read your stuff. We're gonna set up an interview. But Jason, listen, I don't want to hold you. Listen, I
Yeah.
enjoyed this interview. But one more question. Out of all of your
Uh
content, what can you see being a movie, or anime cartoon, or animated movie like Rickon? I can see that being either or. Like if it's an animated movie, I'm gonna
right.
love it. If it's a live
Right.
action movie, hey, let's do it.
I want all of my stuff to enter into other media. You know what I'm saying? Comics is
Hmm.
not the end goal for everything if I can help it.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
honestly, close to my heart, I want to see um a Kid Carver's cartoon. Like I want that to
Mhm.
happen like right now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love um I'm an anime head. I love anime. I would love for dude. Oh man, great funny. I would love for animated Kid Carvers. That would make
Mhm.
my day.
Mhm.
Also, second to that, a One Nation like movie or like maybe a series of short films. That would be dope.
Mhm.
Like no, I don't know. I see people do it with like Marvel and DC characters and stuff. Like they have that
Mhm.
cool static short film that's going around,
Oh,
and that
oh
Black
yeah, yeah,
Panther
yeah, yeah,
one from
yeah,
back in the day. Yeah,
yeah.
like I like those, but I'd like to do something like that with One Nation. That would be fire.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Hey,
One Nation
listen,
Stronghold.
listen. All
If
it
it
takes.
if the fourth issue ever finishes, being written there.
Mhm. Hey, get it done, man.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, listen. All it takes is for people to cosplay it, and for some
Hmm.
type of independent film crew to take inspiration and want to jump on it. That's all it takes. Like I'm
Right.
seeing stuff where people
Right.
do static and Black Lightning,
Mm.
Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? It's a few different things that people are doing. So like that's all it really takes, man. One more question. Damn, I had
Mm.
another question, Jason.
What's
Oh,
that? What's that? What's
crossovers.
that?
Crossovers. Do you plan on doing any crossovers with any other comic company? Like, I would love to see that.
I'm I'm open to it. You know what I'm saying? If it's the right, if it's the right kind of thing,
How would that
I'm open
process
to
take?
it.
Cause let's. How would that process take place? Like, cause I'm saying like, I know like when Milestone worked with DC, they worked with Superman. None of them went to each other's studios. They all stayed in the same studio. They just had a big ass
Right.
meeting where they talked about what the direction that they want to go, and like
Mm.
like the developers for the issues that came out, like how they want to do everything, and that's essentially how they did it. Like what comic book, like what black owned comic book companies would you mind
Uh,
like doing a crossover with?
uh,
Like One
I,
Nation. Who could you see
I,
you working with?
I really wanted to do a crossover with Tech Watch from
Tech
Open
Watch.
World Entertainment. Tech Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Radie
Uh huh.
Lewis is the creator of Tech Watch. I had an
Mm-hmm.
idea for a crossover with One Nation for that. Um, I got ideas for crossovers with It's Nana if the creator wasn't,
Yes,
such bull.
yes,
You know
I
what I'm
said
saying?
that. I said that. I asked him that. I was like, yo, I want to see Is Nana meet some other people, bro. Like, I love Is Nana. Oh my God. I listen. I don't want to. I
It's
don't want
not
to
I
take.
met the Kid Carvers. It's not I met the Kid Carvers at one point. They already
How
met. They already crossed
they
over.
time travel?
There's nah. It's like a 6 page. I think it's 6 pages, 6 page comic book we did
Send
last
that to
year.
me.
We did it for the
Send that to me,
Glyph Awards because
man. Send
we
that
was that's
to
when we started beefing during the Glyph Awards, right?
me.
And last year, so we did a comic
Okay.
of the beef.
Oh wow. Listen, you got to send that
Yeah.
to me, please, electronically. If you can get
Yeah,
it, if you get it electronically or
I'm
whatever.
a repost that and tag you.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
It's
Greg,
funny.
listen, Jason, listen. I love your stuff.
Hey,
Please continue to
thank you,
make this
man.
great content. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I'm humbled
Oh
to have
man, not a
something
problem.
sit in the audience with you, man. You are a talented brother, and I'm actually coming out to LA either at the end of April or in May. My mentor lives out there. He lives in the
Oh
heart
word.
of of LA. So I'm gonna come out there
Okay.
for the summer maybe. So listen, I would love to meet up with you. Wait, Swag
Okay.
Patrol. Do you
Okay.
help out Swag? Do you print with Swag Patrol? Cause I see you like
We do
advertising my man Ruben.
we yeah we do print swag patrol actually.
I hate
We
him, but
do
he
print
does
swag
great
patrol.
work. Hey, shouts out. Listen, shouts out.
Dude.
Greg, Greg, bomber clock, block, block, block. Listen, Mr. Reeves, thank you so much for your time. Shouts out to
Oh
133
man,
Comics. I can't wait
not a
for
problem.
I can't wait for buy issue of Kid Carver. Go buy issue of Food Fighters. Go
Yeah,
buy issue
man.
of One Nation.
Redcon should
Go
be out. the end of this month. You know what I'm saying? Once we fulfill the Kickstarters, it'll be available. The Kickstarter pledges, it'll be available for wide release by the
Okay.
end of this month.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I'm getting
And
issues. I
we
get.
got comics up at 133art.com right now. Yeah, One Nation, Foo Fighters, Kid Carvers. You can get all that posters, all kind of stuff up there now. So do what you do.
That's right. That's right. Whether digital or if you want the print. Hey man, listen. Shouts
Straight
out to
up.
you, Mr. Reeves. Thank you, brother. Wakanda forever.
Appreciate your shout
You
out.
have a great day, man.
All right, man. Holla at me.
Power, yes, sir. All right, y'all. Listen, that was an awesome interview. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm so humbled to have an opportunity to get to talk to Mr. Reeves. He's a very busy man, so I'm very grateful that he had the time to talk to me. Hey, shouts out to Respect My Nerds. We're finna turn up. Listen, I, I'm slowly trying to sneak in an interview with Mr. Sean Hill. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Mr. Reeves just spoke very high of him. We've been in the talks of developing an interview. I would love to make that possible to talk to him. I don't know if it's possible as of yet because of time schedules, but listen, I would love to do that. But this Wednesday, this following week, this Wednesday, shouts out to my man Onaiji. He's with Concrete Comics. We're going to talk about his character Odina. It's going to be very interesting. So y'all stick tuned. Y'all stick around. Come check out our Respect My Nerds page on Wednesday. So because we're going to be talking to Onaiji about the character Odina with Concrete Comics. So look, y'all stay tuned. Hey, shouts out Concrete. Shouts out to my man Greg Anderson. Alyssa. Shouts out to my man Leonard Ping. Shouts out to Apollo. Shouts out to Swine. Shouts out to am I missing anybody? Am I missing anybody? Oh, shouts out to 133 Comics, Mr. Jason Reeves. Hey, look, we up out of here. Respect My Nerds, Trayvon Copeland. Peace, y'all.